We're going hands-on with the best gear and gadgets from CES Unveiled 2020. How is everyone doing today? It is Andrew here from AppleInsider, and yeah, we are at CES Unveiled 2020 checking out the best gear and gadgets that we could find, especially for you Apple users out there. So let's go ahead and dive in first with Mateo. So they are launching a crowdfunding campaign soon. When you buy a pack, you'll get 2 different mats as well as the sensor itself, and it basically integrates a scale into your bath mat. It reduces the need for that additional device in your bathroom. It'll not only give you your weight, but a bunch of other information as well. So we're going to step on the mat, and you can see first it gives the weight of whoever is standing on there. It does work with many other users, but unlike other traditional scales, it can also measure posture, and it can track your posture over time. So it can show as you're trying to improve that, shows your trends for your weight as well as your posture. Now there are also sensors built into the mats that can measure a bunch of other data as well. Stuff we've seen from the Withings and a bunch of the other smart scales that are out there. So you can get your muscle mass, your bone mass, fat percentage, all that other stuff that people come to know from their smart scales. It integrates with Apple Health Kit, and this will be coming later this year, starting off again as a crowdfunding campaign, but before coming fully available. And so far, it looks pretty darn cool. The next cool gadget we found was at the Pitaka booth, and that's the Air Omni. Now, Pitaka previously released the Air Quad, which allowed you to charge 4 devices at once: iPhone, AirPods, Apple Watch, and your iPad. But the new Air Omni adds additional features and 2 more outputs, allowing you to charge 6 devices at once. It adds an additional USB-C and USB-A outlet there on that back right-hand side for another 18 watts of output. We also have a small drawer here up front, which is great for storing other small items, such as jewelry or what we have in here at the moment. There's also a light integrated in there, which is really handy if it's dark in your room, you're getting up in the morning looking for your jewelry. It's really easy to see what you got stored in there. Now, the adapter in the back is also changeable. It can rotate between USB-C and Lightning, so depending on what you have now or in the future, you should be covered no matter what. The base is made out of metal and the top is made out of aramid fiber. If you have not checked out the Air Quad yet, stay tuned to AppleInsider because we are going to have a full review of that device as well, and we'll cover this one when it launches later this year. For our next exciting product, Legrand has partnered with Netatmo on the new smart electrical panel, Drivia. It works with all the expected smart home platforms, including Apple's HomeKit. It really is as simple as it sounds. It is a smart electrical panel where the advanced home user or a professional installer can install this into your electrical panel, and you can control your rooms directly from there. Now, you may not want to control smaller things from there, but it can be really handy to turn off larger things as well as monitoring your energy consumption. So say you head out for vacation, you can use this to turn off your hot water heater. Why pay to have that hot water heating the entire time you're gone for a week or a month and pay that money? The little adapters or the little pieces look like this. They're very easy to install if you know what you're doing and can tinker around in your panel. And when you go into the app itself, you can see all the different stuff you can monitor. You can easily see how much energy you're using per room, how much you're spending on heat, and you can really make smart decisions in your home or run different routines you have, such as the vacation one. Obviously does things like turns off your blinds and everything, closes your blinds, turns off your smart water heater, all of that stuff. This is one of the coolest applications we've seen yet of smart home tech, and we're really excited to try this one out for ourselves. Next, we headed to the audio experts over at Jabra to check out the new Elite Active 75T. We just reviewed the Elite 75T, and this is their active variant that basically adds in a whole bunch of sweat and waterproofing to make them even better at the gym. They have a lot of the features that we saw with the 75T, including 7.5 hours of battery life baked into each earbud, far above what we're getting from our AirPods or AirPods Pro. They obviously have a new case design. The earbuds themselves are magnetically staying in place, so they're not going to fall out when you're running around or trying to get to the gym. Really great design there and some very stylish colors. Also, just like AirPods, they have a customizable way they run a hearing test and actually adjust the music to your own ears. So it's a very neat thing to see in another set of earbuds aside from Apple's AirPods. They have a 2-year warranty with them. They did their own testing on their water resistance and corrosion resistance because you have to worry about sweat with the active AirPods. They have a 2-year warranty with them. There's a 4-microphone array for excellent calls and talking to your voice assistants, and feature hear through so you can hear what's going on while you're at the gym. Then we saw their new over-the-ear Elite 45H headphones. These look extremely stylish and sounded really good, and they only come in at a $99 price point. We were really impressed how stylish they looked at such an approachable price point, and they feature a lot of the same connectivity and features from the other products in the Jabra line, including the hearing test to kind of customize the audio just for you. OralB is out with a brand new toothbrush here at CES 2020. This is the OralB IO, which is a smart toothbrush that connects to your phone. It monitors all these different areas of your mouth as you're actually brushing. You can see it's starting to cover them in the app, helping make sure you get both the inside and the outside of your teeth. It tracks how long you brush your teeth, how hard you're pressing. All that information is really useful as you're actually brushing. It records all that in here, and just like the Colgate toothbrush that is already on the market, this actually syncs back to Apple's Health Kit, the only second other toothbrush to actually do that. It has a display on the brush itself, so you can change what mode you're in, sensitive mode, deep cleaning, all of that. And once you're done, it'll give you a little happy or sad face, depending on how well you actually brushed your teeth. In this case, we clearly didn't do it long enough. There's a handy magnetic charging stand. You can see the battery stats on the front of the brush themselves. There is a bunch of different languages that this can cycle through. You can change the color of the light there around the top. And a cool thing about the light is it actually changes as you're brushing based on how hard you're pushing. So it'll light up green if you're pressing the right amount of pressure, but it'll turn red if you press too hard. Of course, it also features OralB's signature round brush head, which they say is much better designed for covering the most of your teeth as possible, and combining both that oscillating pattern and the vibration from the toothbrush itself really gets your teeth clean. Now, since we're talking health, let's take a look at what Withings is offering this year, which is the new Scan Watch. So of course it still has a lot of that Withings design that looks amazing. It combines an analog smartwatch with kind of a digital display there towards the top. Gives you notifications and a few other basic things like that, your step tracking, all of that, but what's really cool is the advanced features. So it can detect AFib, it can take an ECG, but it can also monitor your heart in the background. And if it detects an irregular heartbeat, it'll alert you to take that ECG to check on AFib. There's also a new digital crown here on the side, a new version of that, kind of like the Apple Watch, to go through and interface with the menus on the device itself. And this year it can also detect sleep apnea, which is very new. There's an SpO2 sensor on the back, basically measures bioimpedance by shining a light through your skin, measuring that back, and it watches your breathing overnight and how much oxygen is in your blood. And if it's detecting issues with that while it's tracking your sleep in all the other ways, it'll alert you the possibility of having sleep apnea. Now, this is the first thing we've seen in Apple Watch. Now, this is still approved or awaiting approval by the FDA before this will be released, but it should be coming later this year. And it's definitely something that we're going to be keeping an eye on. Let's go ahead and move out of the health space and go back to our Mac with some additional new Thunderbolt 3 and USB-C accessories. So this is a new device from Logic that combines 3 devices into one. First, it acts as a USB-C hub. There are USB-A ports that pass through charging port that offers 60 watts of power, some SD card readers, and HDMI output. But it also acts as a battery pack. There's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery packed inside of this little guy. And to finish it all off, that top is actually a Qi charging surface. So you got a wireless charger that you can take with you, you can plug it into your Mac and charge your phone while it's sitting right next to it, and you have a hub. Basically one great device to bring with you and power all of your gadgets, give you everything you need, kind of reducing the cables and wires that you need to bring with you. Like a lot of the products that we saw at the Logic booth, has a great fit and finish to it. A lot of these fabrics and soft touch materials that just give it a better warmth and premium feel than some of the mass-produced aluminum ones that we're seeing crop up on Amazon. Turning to the pet space, we have Cuddle, which is launching several new IoT devices for your pets, including a smart feeder, a watering dish, and a automatic litter box that cleans and bags everything itself. They are all internet and app connected and collect a lot of data on your pets so that you can make more informed decisions for them. Starting off with their automatic feeder. It's a 6-liter feeder. It's all very sealed off, looks really nice and stylish. There's a metal bowl there at the bottom, and there's actually a little button here so you can manually feed them, but if we look closer, there's actually a camera built in with 2-way communication, so you can see when your pet eats, talk to them at the same time. It's very nicely done, and we really like the look of this feeder compared to some of the other ones that we've seen out there on the market. Then we have the Cuddle water fountain, which is basically just a smart watering bowl for your pet. There's a dual filtration system, it's very quiet, low water alerts to your app, and an integrated battery should the power ever go down, and you want to make sure your pet can still get something to drink. Finally, which is the biggest of the lot, is the actual litter box itself. So the litter box is a huge deal. It made a big splash on Kickstarter and raised a bunch of money, and it's looking pretty darn cool. So this is an auto cleaning and auto packing litter box, so it's going to clear all the litter or the clumps out of the litter. Then it's going to take that and put it into a bag. So all you have to do is open up the top and take the bag out and you're done. It is health tracking, so it actually can help monitor the health of your pet. It has eye tracker, so it knows when they're entering, and then it cleans it as soon as they're done. And my favorite feature is it has a deodorizing system that hopefully gets rid of any smell that would normally emanate from a litter box around your home. Rounding out our time at Unveiled this year, we stopped by the Nanoleaf booth for their latest updates. Now, we did see some stuff from them last year, and this year they have the new smart learning system that consists of various accessories, including the learning bulb. There's the learning gateway, which connects to other bulbs such as Hue bulbs. There's the learning button, and then the learning switch. Basically, it combines all these together with any other Nanoleaf products to create a smart learning platform for your home. And as you use them, it gets smarter and automates things so you don't have to think about it. It knows that you start to dim your lights at a certain time and will suggest that it'll do that from then on so that you don't have to do it and think about your smart home and can just spend some time enjoying it. Of course, it also all works with HomeKit. So what do you guys think? Let me know on Twitter what your favorite product from Unveiled was at Andrew_OSU.
Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow AppleInsider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the AppleInsider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.